Look around for something that bothers you and see if you can fix it. You get your act together so that there isn't any more stupid pain around you than necessary. Don't suffer any more stupidly than you have to.
The whole point is that I'd like to address things maybe for the couple of people that could use a bit of motivation, or maybe that are bored. Maybe even if it's just one person that hears this, I'd like to talk about a lot of problems that are going on now today, and really just mostly anxiety and depression, because that seems to be ridiculously common now. It's almost unbelievable. Like I almost think people are lying. Like it's just an expression, because some people do. Oh, I'm depressed. I'm so depressed, bro. But like they're not actually depressed. But it seems to me that a lot of people are actually, if not already depressed, are becoming depressed. And anxiety is ridiculously high now, and it's scary. Me personally, I have terrible anxiety issues, and it's not, for anyone who doesn't know, it's not like just stop worrying, man. Like what you're such a nervous person. It's like it's almost out of your control. The only part of it that is in your control is the idea that it could have, I don't even know for sure, it could have stemmed from a childhood trauma, or just a way of thinking, maybe, like, because I was always shy as a kid. I had social anxiety when I was very small, and I mean, I still do to some degree now. I don't really like going to parties a lot, and if I do, I have to drink. Not have to, but if I want to have a good time and let go, I'm drinking, which isn't really healthy, but I'm sure a lot of people could relate to that. Yeah, I know. It's like people are pretending that there's not this huge problem that we got going on. Like, this is ridiculous. It's never been like this. Not that I've existed for hundreds of years, but just ask your parents, anyone who's old enough. Talk to them. Really talk to them. They've had their problems for sure. Yeah, and it's not that their problems are any less, or ours are any less, because maybe your parents have gone through hell. But it's ridiculous. The depression and anxiety is absolutely ridiculous. And I mean, it's like people are pretending that it's not existing. I mean, we talk about it, yeah, right? We talk about it enough so we feel good that we're addressing it. But we're not actually solving it. So I mean, until we're on a good path to solving it, I still consider it ignoring the problem. Right? Those are word games. Oh, we're not ignoring it, we're acknowledging it. Okay, but we're not solving it. So if you're not solving it, man, just stop kidding yourself. Yeah, a lot of people, young males specifically. I mean, yeah, females as well. Like, girls tend to feel fairly similar, but I can't really testify to that. Most of the people I talk to are young males, and they experience very similar problems. And there's a huge community out here that feels super lonely. Like, our moral values are just completely unhinged. Our diet is absolutely horrible. The GMOs we have, like, I didn't even know the fact that a modified fruit or vegetable, the fact that it has this little deviation to it, and it doesn't necessarily have to be toxic either, is enough to trigger an immune response from your immune system and make your immune system flare up, which causes a slew of health problems, which also mess with your brain chemistry. It's linked to anxiety. So, yeah, first and foremost, I think diet is a huge problem. There's an epidemic of stupid fat people in North America. And I'm not pretending that I'm smart as shit, because I'm pretty stupid. And I've noticed as I change my diet that I've been able to think more clearly. You are not stupid. Nobody is. I mean, okay, I can't speak for everyone, but I'm pretty sure most people aren't stupid. But because we don't eat properly, because we don't exercise, because we're addicted to our phones, our video games, addicted to social media, we've become stupid, right? And there's a way of getting out of it, but it's hard because we're addicted. I am so addicted. But like, I'm just here to say, for any of you that have anxiety issues like me, or like most other people, that you really don't even realize how many people have these problems. Man, it's okay. Like, we're all in this together. There's ways out. You can make something of yourself. It's possible to get out of it. Right? It really is. And I'm not completely out of it, but man, it's gotten better. It has gotten a lot better. And it's not just through my diet, which, by the way, waking up and eating a big breakfast, having a huge breakfast, forcing yourself to have a big breakfast for days on end, trust me, you'll notice a difference. Your energy levels will be better. You'll be less anxious. You'll stop overthinking. Not completely, because part of that is also mental. It's not just physical. But yeah, make sure your physical body's is doing well. You know, you're eating properly, you're exercising. Weightlifting is incredible for anxiety, like absolutely amazing. You don't even worry about getting big, or because you know there's always that the unmotivating feeling of looking in the mirror and you're like, oh, I haven't gotten bigger. Trust me, literally everyone's gone through that. Don't think of it like that, man. Like, you're good enough just to work out, just to feel good. That's it. You don't need to go there and be some huge ass guy. Like, unless you want to do that, honestly, there's nothing wrong with that. Just like there's nothing wrong with anything else. You know, just go to the gym, lift some weights. You'll feel a lot better. Get used to it. Start eating better, and wake up at the same time. I haven't been doing that. That's hard. I'm addicted to sleep. Really, it's waking up at the same time is super, super difficult. I don't know how anyone does it, really. And I got to get on top of that. Anyways, yeah. I just think a lot of people have thrown our values out the window. We've stopped looking at ourselves as individuals capable of learning, of achieving great things, of being powerful with their own minds, right? Like, I've gotten over the past years, I've gotten lazy in terms of education, because the way, at least in Canada, the way they've structured it, or maybe accidentally stumbled upon, because I can't really blame someone for this, or maybe you can, I don't know, but the way it is just it's so bad. It's like, you get in here, turn your brain off, do all this stuff, get good marks, go to university, wait for 4 years, get your job. That's not how it is. You don't go to university to get a damn job. You don't go to university to get good grades. Who gives a shit? You go to university, or you get an education. You learn. You don't even have to be in university, but the whole point of a university was to learn, to make your mind powerful, to be great, and not comparatively. Like, honestly, to do as best as you can, because you can really make something out of yourself. Doesn't matter what limitations you have, you can really make something good out of yourself that other people can benefit from. And it's so hard to find that. Me, myself, I haven't found exactly what that is, but I know it's out there. It's, or at least it's worth a shot finding it. It's better than sitting on my ass and waiting for things to go downhill. Like, what else you got to be doing? What better do you have to do than to improve yourself? And not even in a selfish way. It's not selfish to do as good as you can. Yeah. So in terms of anxiety, the way my head works around it is like, there's some kind of guilt. I'm trying to figure out exactly what that is, but there is some kind of guilt towards myself, maybe. Yeah. When I mess up, when I do things that I'm not proud of, I guess that guilt weighs me down a lot. It's almost like I'm undeserving of helping myself. And a lot of people, I'm pretty sure every human being on the planet can relate to that. And it's so toxic. And you have to realize that that's not really true. At least because the way I grew up, I was always a perfectionist, and I try to do the best I can. And when I couldn't do really well, I wouldn't even try to do something. I was so afraid of judgment and and what else? So afraid of judgment and failure, I guess, yeah. That I would just, not even try. I'd look at it and be like, wow, this is kind of mediocre, and just shove it down before anyone else saw it. And that's not good. And so I for a little bit, I blamed maybe the people I grew up around for not being so welcoming or being judgmental, which I'm not saying they were or they weren't. That's just how I perceived it. But I'm starting to realize that I can be that supporting person that I felt like I needed for myself, right? So yeah, I'm pretty messed up. We're all wretched. Every human is messed up deeply. We have a really dark side. All of us have a really, really dark side. And you think it's, being selfish and going to bars and fighting people, whatever that may be, all right? It can be that, but there's a lot darker. There's some pretty messed up things that you can let yourself go down. And each person knows it, right? There's nothing wrong with you for recognizing it. And if you've gone close to it, that's scary. But you can do a lot better. You can do a hell of a lot better. Why? What else do you have better to do? If you feel like you gotta lie to yourself and say you're this amazing person, maybe you should. That's not how I'm going at it. But maybe you should. What else you gotta lose? I'm thinking more of it's okay to mess up. Really. Like, it's okay to really, really fuck up. Because you're learning. Right? You only did that because you genuinely don't know. You don't know a better way. You don't know how to get out of it. You genuinely have no idea. That is why you're messing up. And that is okay. Just do better next time. That is okay. Don't abuse yourself. Don't beat yourself up. Don't take advantage of your forgiving nature if you have that, or if you'd like to foster that. But seriously, be real with yourself. You can't go down a deep hole and dig yourself even further and then blame yourself. Maybe you probably will, and that'll increase the guilt, make things a lot worse, and you'll treat yourself even worse. You might blame your family, your friends. You might blame the world, the universe, God. There are a lot of angry people who blame a higher power. Just be honest with yourself. A lot of that anxiety will go away if you realize it's okay to really fuck up. Like, it is okay to fuck up hard. It seriously. Don't worry, just do better. What else you gonna do? And it's not even, using a pessimistic, what else are you gonna do? It's like, really, like, in a very positive way, what else are you gonna do other than pick your life up and do as best as you can? You don't have to put up this high standard. If best is just cutting lawns and making money like that, and maybe just having a dog and living in a little bungalow or whatever it is, man, whatever it is, that is literally, if that's the best you can do, that means you'll love it. Trust me. And if you don't want to trust me, try it out for a bit. Do as best as you can that you're willing to do, and you'll see what happens. You'll love it. And you deserve to get there. Just as much as everyone else. All these rich people, these super successful people, these people who find the love of their life instantly, these people who have everything they've ever wanted, they're just as fucked up as you, as me, as everyone else. They have a really messed up side. They might be a lot less conscientious about it. They might not realize the full extent of that, which, it makes them feel a lot more valuable. And, there's nothing really wrong with that. But they deserve as much as you, and you deserve as much as them. Seriously. So start somewhere. Clean up that pile of paper on your desk. Pick up those socks under your bed. Read that book. Whatever you need to do, man. Just do it. Just do it. Like, don't even think about it. Just relax. You got all the time in the world. You're not in a rush. You're really not in any rush. And if you feel like you're in a rush, you're going to be going nowhere fast. Because that fear is not useful. And if you think it is, then you need to sit down and think to yourself that the way you're viewing the world just isn't working. Just look at how you feel. If you don't like it, clearly the way you see the world isn't working. Make an effort to change it. That's it. Start somewhere. Literally, just start somewhere. I promise you, you'll find things that work, and guaranteed you'll find things that don't work. And you'll probably fuck up along the way. I fucked up. Like, hard. Trust me, I fucked up really hard. But, like, so now I'm in a much better place. And I'll probably fuck up hard again. But then I'll learn. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm trying to learn how to have fun with that part. I still get frustrated, but it's gotten a lot better. Come a long way, and it's possible. So just hang in there, guys. In terms of depression, I don't know exactly. I think handling your anxiety and self-hate will ease that to a considerable amount. And once I get that done with, I think I'll start addressing more of a deeper depression, or whatever's left after that's gone or handled properly. I can't really speak more on that, but yeah, just do what you can. It's okay to fuck up. Yeah, just do what you want to do. Read that book, make that painting, do what you want. Draw, go running, go travel if you want to travel. Dude, like, really, it doesn't matter what people think. Just do what you want. Life's way too short to worry about that stuff. There's a right way of doing things, and it's like a tree. There's a lot of branches. It's not one way. That one way is a bunch of ways. It's weird. So yeah. It's a whole world out there you're not looking at. And we're pretty stupid. Like, humans are dumb. If you're not looking at something, you really won't see it. So you need to change your direction and really start looking in a good one. You need to find out what that is first, but you're missing a lot. You're missing quite a bit. So yeah, thanks for listening. I'm not doing this on any scheduled time. It's not like once a week, twice a week. I'll just, whenever I feel like talking about any problems, any of my problems, anything I feel that is important or should be addressed, yeah, I'll just make one of these. And yeah, okay. Thanks for listening. If you want to like, comment, whatever. If you know anyone that might need to hear this, show it to them. Yeah. All right, thanks, guys.